Yo, what's good, you guys? Okay, if you guys saw my last video, you guys know that I recently got the Shanes. And in honor of Shane, because like Shane is like the king of switch flips and nollie flips, I wanna do some good kick flips and nollie flips in these. Now, I was never the best at nollie flips, but switch flips I had like pretty good. I kind of lost them, but I wanna try and get some good switch flips and nollie flips. I wanna do at least 5 switch flips and 5 nollie flips. Good ones. I wanna do good ones. Just to break these in a little bit more, because this is my second day skating them, so they're not fully broken in yet. At least skating wise, they're not broken in yet. They're already super comfortable, but I gotta get those flick marks in there. So yeah, I'm starting off this video with 5 switch flips and 5 nollie flips in honor of Shane. All right, like I said, I'm not the best at either of these tricks, so these are probably gonna be ugly. Oh my God, these are so bad. That one was a little better. 3 more switch flips. I'm so bad at these, man. Oh my God. All right, none of these are good, I'm sorry. All right, you know what? All of those are terrible. Let's see if the nollie flips are any better. Nope, these are gonna be ugly too. Okay, in conclusion, the Shanes don't make you switch flip or nollie flip any better. I don't know if you guys can see those little things flying around, but those are bats. It's pretty sick. Okay, but anyway, guys, it is time for the long, very long awaited heel flip tutorial. Now, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys know I always say I don't like heel flips. It's just one of those tricks I don't like. Like, you know how a lot of people don't like varials? I don't really like heel flips, but I'm making this for you guys because I mentioned a heel flip tutorial in one of my recent videos, and that video ended up getting like 60,000 views now, and so many people were like, do the heel flip tutorial, do it, do it, do it. So I'm doing it, here it is. I was gonna make this a lot sooner, but like, I don't know, other video ideas came up and I just did those instead. But here we go, this is the heel flip tutorial. And if you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys know why I'm filming at night, but anyway, let's get into the video. Now, I say I don't like heel flips because like, they just feel uncomfortable for me. Like, there's like few tricks that just feel so uncomfortable for me. And heel flip is one of them, but I can do them. I can do them pretty well. Hopefully this video helps you guys out. Let me see if I can do one first try, right here. First try heel flip. Bruh. Nope, can't even do it. Now, even though heel flips are different, obviously, than kick flips, if you guys have seen my kick flip videos, I made like a trick tip on kick flips, and then I made another one, and then I made one titled like how to kick flip higher. So I have multiple kick flip videos on my channel, but even though this is a heel flip, I'm gonna say a lot of the same things that I said in those videos because the concept is pretty much the same. But anyway, like I said, let's just get right into this. Starting off with, bro, just chill, stop moving. Starting off with foot placement. Like I said, if you guys saw my kickflip videos, you guys know my foot placement for kickflips. It's the same as kickflips. So my foot placement for kickflips and heel flips is having my toes pretty much in the middle of the tail, like right there. And I always have my pinky toe hanging off right off the tail, like that. So something like that. Hopefully you guys can see, but like, yeah, I have my pinky toe hanging off the tail like that because that just makes the board pop a lot faster. Because if you have like your whole foot on the tail like this and you try to pop, it still pops pretty fast, but it makes it pop slower. So if you have your pinky toe hanging off, your foot's just gonna automatically have a bunch of pressure right there, like as you're bending down to do the trick. And then once you pop, it's just gonna pop so much quicker like that. So this right here is my back foot placement for kick flips and heel flips. And my front foot, dude, my shoe's untied. Okay, my front foot, I usually put my foot right under these 2 bolts right here, like I say with kick flips too, because my kick flip position is like that, right under the 2 bolts. And for heel flips, it's the same thing, right under the 2 bolts. But right here, I have like so much of my foot hanging off. So like the back of my heel lines up almost perfectly with this part of the board. So you guys see right there? So like that's where the back of my shoe is, and that's where the end of the board is. So that is my front foot position, just like that. Actually, now that I look at it, it's pretty much the same as a varial heel too. No, my varial heels are more like that, kind of. Okay, but yeah, heel flip. This right here is my heel flip position. So if you're goofy, hopefully you get like a better sense of this, but that right there is my heel flip right there. Let's see if I can get one now. All right. I can't do this with a camera in my hand, man. There we go, there we go. That one was ugly, but I did it. Okay, now like I said, this trick just feels like uncomfortable for me. So hopefully I do a good job at explaining how I do it. But like I said, once you pop the board, make sure your pinky toe is hanging off a little bit, like just a little bit. Make sure only your pinky toe is hanging off. Like I said, that makes the board snap a lot faster. And here's what you want. You want a fast pop, but a slow flick. Does that make sense? So when you pop it, it's gonna be a fast pop, but you wanna flick your heel off. Like a lot of people flick it off just like right here. They just like flick it down like that, which doesn't really work all the time. So what I do is I pop and I flick my heel out like that, like off this little corner of the board right there, like right there, right where the nose starts to like curve. Like I said, that's my front foot position. Pop, flick off the nose like that. And it's kind of weird to like demonstrate this, but I'm gonna do my best. Okay, so as I'm heel flipping, to give you guys like a better angle, pop and then flick out right there, like at an angle. Don't flick straight up like this, don't flick straight down like this, but like at an angle this way off the board. That makes sense? So pop, flick at an angle like that. I swear, you guys love these tutorials, but I feel like I'm so bad at explaining tricks. Okay, now once you got the pop down, once you got your foot position all comfortable and everything, and once you know where to flick, once you do the trick, once you try it, and I said this in my kickflip video, I said this in my tray flip video, and maybe some other videos, but the secret to landing most tricks is jumping straight up. Like most people, when they do tray flips, kick flips, whatever, they usually land with one foot on the board, either the front foot or the back foot, and that's because they're jumping either to the back or to the front or to the side, one of the sides of the boards like that. So if you're doing heel flips and the board goes like in front of you, or you do it and it goes behind you, that's because you're jumping like somewhere you're not supposed to. So I say this in a lot of my trick tip videos: pop, flick, and jump straight over the board, straight up. And I say this because that just makes the board stay directly under you, especially with tray flips. If you guys want to learn tray flips too, I have videos on those, and I always say jump straight up, because that's one of those tricks where people do it and the board just goes in front of them or behind them. Same with kick flips and heel flips. Either the board will go in front of you or behind you, and you guys are wondering why like the board just won't stay under you. It's because you're like jumping forward or back. Just stay directly over the board, jump straight up. So pop, flick, and jump straight up, straight over your board. Like I said, that's the most common problem. Like most people have like the flick, they have the whole rotation, like they're doing everything good except for the jump part. That's the main thing. If you guys are getting close to heel flips, but like one of your feet is just like not cooperating, try just jumping straight over your board, straight up. Like because your front foot is like flicking this way, it's easy to just jump that way, but like you're gonna jump this way and your board's gonna stay where it's at. So once you guys get like the idea of like going straight up, it'll work so much better for you, trust me. And hopefully you guys can see this like on camera, because it's pretty hard to like film momentum, I guess, but yeah, hopefully you guys can see that I went straight up. Dude, my shoe keeps coming untied. Okay, another thing is, once you pop and once you flick, your front foot already, like after you flick, your front foot's already done with the trick. Once you do the flick, just keep your front foot out there. But your back foot, what you're gonna wanna do is pop it and just bring your back foot straight over the board like this. So once you pop it, just go straight up and it'll follow your foot. It'll just go straight up like that. That's why jumping straight up is just like the simplest way to do tricks. Like don't pop the board and then shoot your back foot this way. Just pop it, bring your back foot straight up. And heel flips are a little tricky because you're flicking this way. With the kick flip, it's better because you're flipping this way, so your front foot's like over here and you can see the board spinning under you. But with the heel flip, it's a little bit different because your leg is like this, but the board is under your leg, so it's a little harder to see. But once you do it and once you see the grip tape, just bring your front foot back like that. I also say this in a lot of my trick tips. Like in my kick flip trick tip, for example, lots of people do kick flips, they catch them with their back foot. They always say to catch it with your back foot, and that's true. Catching your kick flips with your back foot just makes it look a lot better. But if you're very first, like if you're just learning the trick, I always say don't try and focus on catching, like making it look cool, you know, because you're just learning it. And same with heel flips. Most people catch their, or try to catch their heel flips with their back foot, like kneeing. But as you're first learning the trick, you don't really have to focus too much on like catching it and making it look good, you know what I mean? Because you're just learning it. You don't need to like try to perfect it right as you're learning it, you know? Like catching tray flips with your front foot, that's like a skill that you develop after you already know how to do the trick. So when you're doing heel flips, when you're very first learning heel flips, honestly just try to catch the trick with both of your feet. Don't try and focus on catching it with your back foot to make it look nice, because that's just gonna make it harder for you. You're gonna be focusing on too much when you're just learning it. All you need to focus on as you're first learning it is just landing it in the first place. I'm gonna try, I don't have my tripod with me right now, so I'm gonna try to film the flick a little bit better for you guys. Pay attention to my front foot and the flick. And I'm sorry for that loud ass cricket. So hopefully you guys will see me like flick it out in this direction like I said before. I'll put it in slow motion for you guys too. See, look at that. I don't even try to catch it with my back foot. I just catch it however. All right, hopefully you guys saw that pretty good. I feel like that's all there is to it. I always feel like I don't give you guys enough detail on the tricks, but like, they're not too hard to learn. Like once you land like 2 of them, something's just gonna click and you're gonna be like, oh, okay, I know how to do it now. Like foot placement and how you jump with the board is like the key to any trick. And the flick, obviously, because you want the board to like do the whole rotation. But yeah, that's honestly all there is to it. Like heel flips, not that difficult, they're just super uncomfortable, at least for me. But hey, heel flips might be your favorite trick. Switch heels though, switch heels are my trick. I love switch heels and nollie heels and varial heels. Regular heel flips, I just don't really like them that much. One more thing too is like how I said before, when you flick the trick, like when you flick the heel flip, your leg's gonna be here. So it's gonna be a little hard to see the board flip. So what you can do is like, you can flick it and then just bring your leg back fast so you can actually see the board flip. So you wanna pop it, flick it, and instead of having your leg just like up over the board like this, waiting for it to flip, you can flick it and then just bring your foot back fast. Like I feel like that'll make it easier to catch because you'll actually be able to see the board flip better. Oh dude, I just ate shit off camera. Look at this. Dude, I just ate shit, dude. I wish I filmed that. Like I said though, I feel like that's all there is to it. Hopefully this helped you guys. Like I said, I always feel like these like tutorials that I do, like I just feel like I suck at explaining tricks, but you guys always say that my tutorials like actually help you guys a lot. So hopefully you guys learned a lot from this video. But yeah, like I said, this is the foot placement. You want to pop it fast, flick it a little bit slow. After you flick, bring your front foot back so you can see the board flip and land and catch it properly. And just don't try to focus on catching it with your back foot. Just try and catch it however you can, however feels comfortable for you. Let me know in the comments what video or what trick you guys want me to make a video on next. And yeah, I just hope that this helped you guys. My battery's dying, so that now is the perfect time to end this video. If you guys liked it, leave a like, subscribe if you're new. Let's get to 50K before the year is over. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.